You know, they do have a lot of good area to run around, you know. People are controversial when it comes to zoos, but these seem to be well taken care of.
Yeah, this one's not too bad.
Yeah, they have constant never-ending food. They have attention, they're provided for.
Yeah.
It's not always the worst, you know. Like Marine Land, don't get me started on that, but
Marine Land was a mistake.
yeah, for sure. Did you know that there's no sharks, or at least great white sharks, in any aquarium in the world? Because they have to travel so fast that they cannot breathe without a certain speed.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the loophole out of not getting into captivity.
Animals are off display for pasture regeneration.
We would have seen the yak otherwise, but not today. And I think we're reaching the tail end here.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right, well, on that note.
So I guess no deer for me today.
No, I know, man.
No deer.
Oh dear, buddy. Well, holy cow. So on that note, I think it's a good time to cut it off and check out part 2 on Vasily's channel. So thank you to Vasily for helping me out with my storage issues. You never know what's going to happen. There's one thing you do know, it's that you don't know. So thank you to Vasily. Please subscribe to his channel. I will send his link in the description down below. This guy is awesome. Brought me on this awesome tour. And my name is Kyle Walker. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for all videos are personalized, whichever you prefer. I'm always grateful, and I will see you in the next one. Walker out.
And that was a bunch of bikes. Welcome to High Park. And hello, people. It is I. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do a tour of High Park. And if you have not yet seen, go check out Kyle Walker's first part of the tour.
Do it.
And in this video, we're going to go check out the pond, take a tour of the gardens, and walk back to the street.
I think it's so cool.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it, man.
And once again, I'm joined by Kyle from Kyle Walker.
Glad to be a part of this. Honestly, like Lake Ontario and just condos. Circular park benches. Beautiful scenery everywhere you look.
Yeah, we're gonna check out the gardens, and you got a pretty good view of all the condo developments. So we have just finished checking out the High Park Zoo. We've seen some cool and cute animals, and if that's not enough, we have also seen the biggest dog park, or at least one of
There's a glimpse of it, yeah.
one of the biggest dog parks in probably Toronto. So all of that you can check out on part 1 of this video over in the link below, or the card on the top right corner. And if you're joining me from Kyle Walker's channel, hello and welcome. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new.
Do it.
On the left here, there are a couple of basins that will get filled with water. I believe there is water features operating at times. And if you've seen the previous live stream through High Park with me, Liam, and Henry, it is pretty fun to play tag, I guess, even as an adult.
Agreed.
For Liam, for sure.
There's a little maze there.
Yeah. Lots of greenery
It's like the lighter side of the shining.
There's a glimpse of the pond, but
Beautiful.
I don't know if you can tell on camera, this is a very steep hill. So we'll go over that one instead. And of course I'm drinking the good shit.
Say no tap water.
Yeah.
But I guess in the winter, it must be tempting to bottom down here.
If you want to risk falling in the pond, I guess, yeah.
You say at your own risk, right?
Or I guess at that point it would be like ice rink.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as you can tell, there are a whole bunch of people enjoying the nice weather outside. So for those of you wondering, today is Sunday, April 13th, 2025. The time is about whenever, and
4:56. Sorry.
4:56. And the temperature is a very nice 13 degrees with a feeling of 14. Take a gander at that. And of course, once this video premiere is done, feel free to rewatch it in full 4K quality.
First real day, I feel like we're actually feeling like we're in spring. Besides that one off day, but
Yeah, this is feeling more like spring finally. All the snow recently didn't really help morale.
or the rain. What did they say? What, April showers, spring May flowers? That's the old-fashioned term.
Yeah, it's feeling like that. Nothing till May. They never said anything about April snowstorms.
No. They never obviously dealt with Southern Ontario either.
Yeah.
Okay, look at this view coming up. Wow, you just gotta get a glimpse of it. This is so cool.
This park is famous for having lots and lots of dog walkers and bicyclists. And you can't blame them. It has the biggest dog park off-leash area. And there's also plenty of trails and roads to drive on, bike on. During the weekends, the roads are closed to car traffic. So keep that in mind. If you want to come here for the whole day, you may want to check out a weekday. You can sort of see the water by now. But we'll take a turn right here, go on the bridge.
That one right there. This person is living his best life. Respect.
Yeah.
We got, used to be a creek. It seems pretty dry now. Cute little bridge over here.
Yeah, and you remember from Kyle's video, the other creek was actually pretty full.
Yeah.
It wasn't
green.
It wasn't really flowing, but there was a semblance of water. I guess we'll just
Right here, though. Look at this.
cross over through the.
Let's do it. There's a hammock right here. Two hammocks, actually.
And this view coming up
Oh, gorgeous.
is one of those views in Toronto that cannot be replaced.
Absolutely not.
Thank God for this park in the middle of a urban city.
To see like all the sunlight reflecting off there, it's little sparkles there, it's just a beautiful scenery. Everything about it complements each other.
Yeah.
The contrast.
That's why you got to come on a sunny day like such.
Definitely go here on a rainy day. You will be sorely disappointed.
So right now we're looking west towards Etobicoke, and just south of us is the Gardiner, the Queensway, and Lakeshore Boulevard. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a streetcar chugging along. That's the 501.
Got a little loony down there. A lone loony.
Yeah, let's get closer to that.
There's a reason why we named our $1 coin after them.
I wonder why it's alone.
Yeah, we're as old as friends,
Yeah.
you know what?
There's one there.
Show one of them.
Oh,
Oh,
there's one
down
right there. Right here. Look down.
Oh, okay.
I just
Is
noticed
that a
it.
loony or just a duck?
I think that's just a duck.
I think we got into his personal space.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine having a house right there. You go in the back view and you just see this overlook.
Yeah, those houses are over there.
I think that's a Canadian goose down there. Because the long neck and everything.
Yeah, maybe. There's a lookout on the water right up ahead. Once again, there's that incredible view.
Beautiful. Honestly.
If not for the tree line, you could see all the way to the lake.
It's like almost therapy being down here. You know, it's like you
Yeah.
want to like get away from the city and just like have your mind at ease. Go and see this view. You will not be disappointed.
Exactly. Very calming to be here.
Absolutely. We have some protective cars around these trees. I guess is it to prevent squirrels from crawling up on us?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't see how that's a problem. Caution train route.
The train that sign is referring to is the sort of touristy,
Yeah, that's one I was talking about earlier.
like train for kids that runs through High Park. You can board it near the zoo entrance and the wooden playground on the east side of High Park. And it probably runs from May, if I were to guess. So it's a little too early right now.
Like October or something like that. That's the usual time frames, right?
Yeah, probably.
This overlook over here we have to check out.
There's one idea for a Triple T meetup: go on the High Park train.
I'm down.
Yeah. There's that nice little lookout.
Wanna go to the edge here,
Yeah, for sure.
or might as well. We have some aggressive doggos here.
Danger, ice unsafe. Keep off. And what ice might you be talking about?
We've been informed. We've been warned.
Well,
Look at this.
as we know, with Toronto weather, tomorrow it could probably be ice.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better, man. It's like sparkles or like little fairies, glitter, whatever you want to call it. This is not a marijuana pen. This is a vape pen. Just to let you know. The water is pretty dark green and slimy.
Yeah. It's a nice view as long as I don't point the camera down.
Exactly. We've got some ducks and loonies and like Canadian geese. They're all kind of like independent. We see a couple down there, but you know, they're just kind of in their own vibe, their own zone.
Yeah, they all seem to be swimming on their own.
Independent seagulls too. They usually go in flocks, but you know.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a famous band dedicated to that. Flock of seagulls. We got something over there.
Yeah, maybe. Someone lost a kite.
And I saw this when I was doing a video in Brampton, life-saving equipment. But they said in Brampton, if you misuse this, it's a $2,000 fine.
Oh wow, really?
Here, if you misuse it, no fine at all.
Yeah.
It's fine.
They'll just replace it.
Yep, pretty much.
That's how it should be. How do they know if you misused it?
Oh, that's the thing, right? Intimidation tactic.
I believe I've seen one of those signs actually on the Humber River
Yeah.
somewhere. Misuses a fine. Not 2,000, but still.
When water turbulence seems to get more aggressive, I can understand why it would be more of an essential thing. But if you're gonna jump, excuse me, if you're gonna jump to a lake around here, it's like enter at your own risk. But look at this. You see some sort of stairwells up there. Hiccups right now.
Yeah, those people have boats.
Oh yeah, all rich people around here. Like
Yeah.
imagine their looks.
They can
Overview,
just
views.
go ahead and hop in the pond
Exactly.
on a boat.
Maybe those are the people that need the rafts. Who knows?
Maybe.
Look at this pair. You see a couple of ducks here. There's a couple right here. I wish I had some bread. I heard it's not good to feed. It used to be like a traditional thing at weddings. They would feed like birds like rice, but apparently it expands in their stomach. And can make
Oh,
them
really?
sick. Yeah, that's why they stopped doing that. So do not feed birds rice, please.
Hmm.
Seeds, bread, whatever, sure, but not rice.
Yeah, you don't want it to expand.
Exactly. But look at this view here. From there to the condos and all around here. I didn't even know this part of High Park even existed. So thank you for bringing me here.
Yeah, this is gorgeous. This is probably my favorite part.
Absolutely.
The zoo is nice. The view is nicer.
F the zoo. I mean the Toronto Zoo. I mean. Though
Yeah.
The other zoo was pretty good too, but I see a couple others traveling.
All right, we can move on here.
It's just a great day to see dogs, kids, families, everyone just having a good time, you know.
Yeah.
Enjoying the really first part of spring, and I hope it keeps this way. Until it starts snowing tomorrow, but who the hell knows? See overlooking there, all the people just chilling on the hill there.
Yeah, getting all the sunlight you can.
Do it. Ice is unsafe, Vasily. Be careful.
Yeah, whoops.
Don't slip. It's just really cool. You see a lot of kids probably taking their first bicycle rides, having their first steps.
Yeah, this is a good place to do it.
Absolutely.
Oh, it looks like a garden there.
Let's take a look. This is a big Canadian flag, maple leaf flag.
Oh, I guess they
What's the
grow.
difference, right? I saw that from the overhead there, but yeah.
Yeah, so they grow flowers in the summertime, I guess.
See all the sprouts there, yeah.
Yeah, filled the flag. Yeah,
So
it'll
if we go
be
over there a bit. Maybe we can get a bit of a better look at
it'll
that,
be
but-
better seen from the top of the hill.
Yeah, we were just there though. It's up to you, man. It's your stream. But
Yeah. Well,
we just go over here I don't think we need to go that far, but there's someone doing some active yoga over there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we can take this one a little bit up.
Let's do it. We have some very vocal birds. You have the smallest screen I've ever seen on anything. It's like,
Yeah.
you have to have such good eyesight to even see what's going on.
Yeah, it's good it has stabilization.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Unlike
Pocket,
Prism for me so far, but
yeah, the Pocket 3 has a much bigger screen than this.
right.
That one is a big improvement.
So there's your maple leaf.
So yeah, there's the maple leaf there.
Terra free.
And we're gonna slowly make our way through the park, back up north towards the street. We'll take one of these trails here.
Lead the way, Mr. Vasily.
Actually, we're close to this one.
They really do care about certain trees around here, especially one that's just growing, right?
Yeah, I guess partly squirrels,
Yeah, for sure.
partly children, maybe.
Yeah. Both are kind of a threat. What is this here? It's like a stump of a... No, it's concrete. That was like a tree stump. Hell knows what that is.
Yeah, you don't want to be kicking that shit.
Ow! I just broke my fucking...
Yeah. There's 4 rebars in there.
Oh yeah.
And speaking of stabilization, you can see how steep this hill is.
Oh, for sure.
So you gotta keep track of your soccer ball or whatever, or else it's rolling down all the way.
At least there's no skateboarders like rushing at us. That's a good positive, at least.
Yeah, at least those like skaters and bikes stay on the roadways.
Yeah, they seem to respect it a lot, actually. You don't see anyone around here. And I'm sure it's probably enforced to a certain degree, as it should be.
Yeah,
This is a family-friendly environment, you know.
it also does help, like with the city closing down the roads to cars on weekends.
Yeah, for sure.
If they're being respectful to bikes and skateboarders, then they're not gonna go like out of their way to break the law or anything.
Where does this lead to?
Not a through road,
Oh, definitely not.
and
Shall
it's
not pass.
closed. It's a good thing we didn't go on that path.
Yep. Roadblock for sure. And we see something else around here. There seems like another creek that is dry right now, but at least it's that sort of round rock area.
It looks like a little bit of a pond here, perhaps. Well, it's all dried up right now. And there's a chipmunk.
I just saw that same chipmunk. He was popping right up there, wasn't he? There's another one right there. Oh, okay. You're looking at the closer one. I saw a distant one. Look how fast they are. Wow.
Ooh,
It's
that
like
thing
Sonic.
is
It's like Sonic right there.
that thing is flying. This is one steep hill.
Oh yeah. It reminds me of some dreams I have where I'm walking in gravity boots. It's like,
Oh, yeah. There's a look back. The view is hidden, but you sort of see the outlines of the buildings there. At least it's not too much. Oh, that chipmunk just went right into the hole there.
I completely missed that. You didn't see that. Right down this hole right here.
Yeah.
Wow. Can like squeeze their bodies to sort of fit through there? Because that's really small. Damn.
Yeah. He's gone. I think there's like a mini cave or something. Crack of the concrete. That guy just went inside. Right inside, gone. Poof. Too bad I didn't catch that on camera.
He's done with this all. Let's go to this underground cave.
No, que allí es más plano para que jueguen balón.
Another public washroom. I wonder if it's in operation. Nice park view. Park bench.
There's a bench there, so I'm guessing it'll be a decent view.
Let's take a brief sit in and see what kind of view they would get. There's another hole right there. That leads to nothing. I don't think any chipmunks are going down there, so. My lazy ass is actually sat down, but
Yeah, pretty good view. It'll be covered by leaves soon enough. Not too bad.
not too bad at all.
The public washrooms are, I believe all of them are open now.
I'll test it. I'm gonna put the woman's one open, but I'll try the men's. I shall not pass.
Will
It's
reopen
probably in May, I think. you know?
in May, so I guess only the main ones.
May to October, Monday to Sunday, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. So there you go.
So I guess only the main ones at the entrance are open.
There's some caution tape around these two stumps. I'm not sure what for, but they're not protected. Who knows?
Maybe that's the prescribed burn they're having.
These ways of cutting some funds. Who knows?
One day in spring. Here we are back at the building there where we started this video, with the park towards the street. A little bit of a different way.
You lead the way, good sir. 'Cause I would walk myself into a ditch. Like you said, like the roads aren't open to cars today, so people just have free will to pretty much cycle and walk wherever they want.
Good for kids too.
Absolutely.
They have way more space to go.
First day, it's great for them. Absolutely. you get into the Lakeview area, we have like all this wooded sort of like area, but it's still kind of cool to see the upskirts over there and just
Yeah.
here. It's
No
just
lake
seeing
out
it
here.
again. Yeah, sure.
As I mentioned, lots of bikes here.
It's a perfect day for that. Have you used like a scooter or like anything like an e-bike to record on so far?
No, I don't actually have an e-bike.
Yeah, me either. I've thought about investing into one, or at least renting one, but people taking full advantage of these benches here. They have a couple here, like dudes just chilling, someone's just sleeping,
Oh yeah.
enjoying all the performance. Warning pesticide use. I don't really say what for though.
Oh, it has the date applied. March 11.
10th. Well, yeah, date posted March 10th, applied March 11th. What pesticide for what use? Who knows? Left in the loop. Out of the loop. I should say.
I wonder what for. If I had to guess, that's what the prescribed burn is going to be. Or maybe part of it.
Yeah.
Get rid of some of this old stuff that doesn't grow anymore.
So much wooded area around here. It's like, how do you even know what to remove and keep? It requires so much exploration and studying.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even know where to start. But beautiful. See these two going down this trail, which leads to I don't know where, but
True explorers.
yep. Absolutely.
I just keep the roads.
I'm not trying to get lost. Especially if you're like directionally challenged, I'll go to every wrong area before I find the right one.
Yeah.
The right one's always the last option.
It's easier to get lost in parks,
Oh, absolutely.
especially when it's a big one, so it blocks all the buildings around.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know where you are.
And I find like when I'm constantly choosing the wrong direction based off my instincts, someone's calling me. She's gonna have to wait. If there's one thing you do know, it's that you don't know. But like I said, if I have an indication that tells me to go to every wrong place, I'll just go against my instincts. If every instinct I have is wrong, then the opposite must be the right. So
Yeah.
that's my only advice for people that have directionally challenged problems like me.
There's a seasonal TTC stop. The 203.
Does it give you an indication of how seasonal it is? Is it the usual, like from May to October?
Provided from June to Labor Day. So June to September there. There's a soccer field up there. Or a baseball field, perhaps.
Or a football field, who knows? Look at this trail here. It goes down, we see two people walking up, but you're kind of going into the unknown here, but
Yeah.
sometimes it's...
Looks a little steep.
Yeah, yeah, for me, probably, yeah. You too. Some of these cyclists are just whipping. Look at them.
Maybe I'll be back on a bike here one day. Who knows?
You should do it. You can even rent like an e-scooter for one day. I know Johnny does that.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually own one, but he wants to make a video for it. I would trust e-scooters over e-bikes. I don't know. You can just trail faster, you can get along with traffic, and probably traffic cops will probably stop you less consistently.
Yeah, probably. Johnny owns a couple of bikes, I believe, though.
Yeah. In fact, he gave one promotion to Eddie. They were trying to give to him, and you know, they wanted Johnny to do like one of his videos on his e-bikes, and he wasn't interested, so they gave it to Eddie.
Oh, really cool.
Yeah, which I think Eddie did about a week or two or so ago.
There's yet another
Oh yeah, they don't end.
unpaved trail. Those are kind of the best for exploring.
Absolutely,
But for today, we stick to main roads.
for sure.
High Park is big enough you could make 10 videos in here.
The last person you would want to lead a trail is me, because I will send you into a river. We'll let Kyle lead the trail. So. Even with Google Maps.
Yeah. Those are zooming down.
That first cyclist's bike almost sounded electric, but it was probably just the friction of his bike. So it was definitely not an electric bike. So.
Oh, yeah. So we are almost back to Bloor Street.
Croton.
And fun fact, the TTC is closed again.
Yep.
So we have a lot of shuttle bus action. And once we get to Bloor Street, I'll walk a little bit east. I have to head over to Bay and Dundas after this. So the video will include a little bit of the shuttle bus commotion. It's not as bad as yesterday was, as it's Sunday, but still.
Yesterday was like cold and wet.
Yes, it was.
Actually, the few days prior to that were also cold and wet. Southern Ontario weather in a nutshell for you. Look at that overlook of these benches here.
There's another far look at the High Park outdoor pool. There are the soccer fields. And what looks...
There's a little overlook over here.
Oh, yeah.
You see two couples here. Enjoying the view.
Looks like another unpaved trail down there.
If you go to this bench right here, you look in the back. I'll sit down. I'll set my lazy ass down for 30 seconds. Why not?
That is quite the view.
You see someone walking down the trail down there too. How cool is that, right?
That's the thing. High Park has a lot of these lookout spots.
You're showing me a huge part of High Park I didn't even know existed. So
Yeah. It is a very big park. There's too many places to explore on one or even two videos.
And even between our two videos, I don't think we completely covered all of High Park.
Yeah.
So
We really just covered the main attractions.
yeah, exactly. You see someone crawling up there. There's a trail down there that we haven't explored yet. But
Oh yeah, there's someone walking down there.
I guess if you're adventurous enough, you could take a tumble down there, roll your way to the bottom, but that ain't gonna be me.
Yeah, not me, not today.
Exactly. We see a nice park that we're approaching here. Recreational park.
There is a playground down there.
Alright, I'll get off my lazy butt.
And as you can see, plenty of benches everywhere to sit down, relax, and enjoy the view.
That's what this day is for.
So as we pass these picnic spots on the left, we'll be spilling back onto Bloor Street.
Yes, sir. Astonishing how quick we can go from just being in the middle of the wooded area to right back into the heart of the concrete jungle.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. See people that are playing baseball, soccer, tennis, cycling, all the in-seasonal sort of athletic things that people want to do, and it's great.
You know where we would?
There's a lot of picnic areas there,
Oh yeah, for sure.
both shaded and not. And there's a whole bunch of cyclists passing by. And you can already see Bloor Street right there. So that was fairly quick walk through High Park.
Down here or up here?
Up here.
Okay.
And since you can hear the siren, that's how you know we're in Toronto.
But you hear them once in a blue moon around here. Get to my area, Sherborne and Shooter, it's like every 10 minutes.
Yep. Oh, this one actually has the pricing. So adults is $7, children senior $5.
And that's more expensive than the usual $3.35 TTC fare because, well, it's not TTC first of all, but it's a train. But
Yeah.
there is a TTC, another one there that goes around. So
Yes, that's just recreational trains.
yeah. Four-way water fountain here.
No, there's something.
Presented to the citizens by the Rotary Club of Toronto, 1921. This. Do they work? This one doesn't work. None of them work.
Not turned on yet.
No. Not until May or June, I guess. here's like kind of like an indication of where you need to be in Hyde Park right here. Everything you need.
Yeah, there's the pretty general map.
In fact, they have pamphlets right here. Grab one. Why not? Whoopsie. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm directionally challenged, but if you want to see the whole park, this is basically it. Pretty damn big, and
Yeah.
there's the legend here, so.
There's a lot of ground to cover there.
Absolutely.
I guess on the back you have some key spots.
I'm going to try to fold this back up appropriately and put it back.
Trackless train stop, streetcar stop, and subway stop. So the 501s run on the Queensway on the south.
Yep.
And then on Bloor Street, of course, you have the subway. That does not run on weekends, mostly.
Not recently, for sure.
Of course. Oh, how did that make you feel?
I see shuttle buses.
Yep.
Shuttle buses on buses on buses.
Shuttle buses are shut off, both east and west. Like east, it's shut off from Victoria Park to Broadview, and west is shut off from Ossington all the way to Jane.
Yeah.
So that's like 13 to 15 stops cut off in the entire line too in general. So for people that have frustration issues with the TTC subway line, I understand you.
Yeah, that means that you can't access Hyde Park by subway. You'll have to either walk or use the slow traffic congested shuttle buses.
I didn't find out until like 1:45 when I was supposed to meet Vasily that the shuttle buses were in operation. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
We met up in, what, I was about half an hour, 35 minutes late, but you know.
Yeah, that's what shuttle buses do to you.
But shuttle buses can really, depends on the area. Sometimes if traffic is so congested, it's better to get off and walk. But around here it's kind of miscellaneous, so.
Yeah, this part of Bloor is not too bad.
Yeah. But you go like anywhere like near Victoria Park or pretty much anywhere from like Coxwell to Kennedy and they have shuttle buses, you might as well get off and walk.
Yeah.
Bumper to bumper, they do not move, and it's pretty aggravating if you need to get to a place in time, so.
And then they also close down line 1 at times.
Yes, I heard about that too.
Oh boy.
It's not one thing, it's another, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this is pretty much where we started recording, isn't it?
That's right.
We're doing a perfect loop here.
We are back to the entrance of Hyde Park.
I know we said you'd have the one guy in shorts, but I've seen about at least 4 of them now, so.
Yeah, if you're running, and
Yeah, for sure. for
it
sure.
definitely gets warm today.
I'm looking for an excuse to wear shorts permanently, at least for at least 3 or 4 months.
Mm-hmm. So as we exit here onto Bloor Street, if we go straight, that will
What's
be,
that dude riding? Sorry. It's a one wheel sort of. What is that?
I believe that's a monowheel Segway.
I wouldn't even know how to pronounce that, so I'll take your word for it.
I think Segway makes e-scooters and also those things.
Do they lock onto your feet? You should have to have really good balance.
No, I think you balance it.
Another reason why I would not have one.
Yeah. If 2 wheels didn't sound bad enough, you can just get one.
The unicycle of e-bikes, I guess.
Yeah. And there departs one of the shuttle buses.
There's the other one.
So here we are at the end of the High Park walk. There's the sign there.
There's not a street sign where it transitions into Colburn Lodge.
All right.
It's ironic, but-
I'm gonna walk east on Bloor for a bit.
All right. I'm gonna do that as well. We'll probably head north around here.
Sounds good. Yep.
Prescribed burn. The park will close for 1 day in early spring. Exact date to be confirmed.
Well, here's the thing. It is middle of April,
The High Park. Yep.
and there's no date.
And we are technically almost a month into spring, so I would consider that to be early spring.
Yeah.
Update your shit, Toronto.
Here we get to see some of the shuttle bus action on Bloor Street. And as we get to the corner of Parkside and Bloor, that shall mark the end of the video.
We have other park benches up here, just looking over, I guess. There's no lack of views anywhere along High Park. You can sit down and just watch what's going on.
Yeah, sit down on the bench and admire the shuttle bus.
You know, I would probably choose other areas to look in High Park, but you know, to each their own.
Yeah, if you want. That is technically considered still the park.
Yeah.
And if you're still watching this, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button if you have not already. Subscribe to both me and Kyle Walker. And also check out my membership tab starting from $1 a month all the way to $50. And there's always the super thanks button in the comments down below.
Give them the super thanks. Come on, let's do it, people. No pressure, but a little bit of pressure.
Yeah.
It's been a great tour with you, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, this has been a great collab walk
Absolutely.
and obviously the best day for it.
Absolutely, for sure.
Blue skies are the best.
We have almost clear blue skies, a little bit of clouds here and there. You couldn't ask for better,
Yeah.
really, honestly. It's great.
So Bloor Street divides Keele and Parkside. Keele is going to be to the left, along with Keele subway station. And Parkside runs all the way down to Lakeshore Avenue West.
We're making my departure at Keele. 5:44 p.m. And thank you to Vasily, because you're going to see in my part one that my storage cut off my video. And Vasily was kind enough to give me his phone for the rest of it. So if it cuts off abruptly and it restarts, that's why. So, you know.
Yeah, storage woos will not stop the walker.
Absolutely not. Neither will the shuttle buses.
Yeah. Well, if I have to go all the way to Bay and Dundas first, so I might actually benefit from the shuttle bus.
Yeah.
It's not looking too bad here.
It's pretty consistent. Like, you don't really get congested until you get to Dufferin from Ossington. That's the one stop where it was bumper to bumper.
Yeah.
I got off a bus actually because I think it was going to move, and I think it was going to be quicker to walk. And the second I got off the bus at Dufferin, that's when it started to move. Of course, that's my luck in a nutshell.
Yep.
So I just caught the next one and like I cruised all the way here. So
Yeah, Dufferin is the intersection. Bloor and Dufferin is always congested.
oh yeah.
So the street lights there, where you see the 7-Eleven and Petro Canada, is the southern end of Keele Street and the northern terminus of Parkside. Parkside, of course, runs all along the east side of High Park. Along the west side of High Park, there's rather just some smaller streets with some rather large houses. Maybe that'll be a video in the future.
Definitely a higher income community.
Yeah. All right, and here we are at the end of the video.
Final
We are
destination.
5 minutes away from an hour mark. So once again, thank you to Kyle Walker for joining me today.
Had a great time, man.
Please make sure to check out his part 1 of the video.
Do it.
Mine is part 2. As always, I will catch you in the next one. And
Walker out and Vasily out.
ciao for now.